They on the blocking on the Brooklyn swing. They on the blocking on the Brooklyn swing. They on the blocking on the Brooklyn swing. We big up Queens, Bronx, Gallatin. Say Brooklyn are the place where me get my fame. Flatbush are the place where me start to reign.
Yes, my name is Eric, and I represent Brooklyn, and I'm going to vote for Cuomo. The reason why I'm going to vote for Cuomo, he did a very good job during COVID as governor. So I said I'm going to go with him this time as mayor. I think he's going to do a significant, good job for Brooklyn.
I'm Tracy. I'm voting for Mamdani.
I'm Kiala. I'm definitely voting for Daddy Mamdani.
He's a baddie and we support him.
He has great politics. We love a socialist daddy. He's everything that we're looking for in a politician, in a leader.
The future of New York.
Exactly.
To live here affordably. It's too expensive. We want the transplants out of here.
And then also we just want to actually improve the education system. We want our children to have access to everything that they need without having to fight, without the parents having to fight. Like, they should just have
We want affordable housing.
The name is Terrell. I'm going to vote for Cuomo. Why? Why? Listen, he a player, and I don't like the fact that Mamdani is for congestion price. I drive. Why I got to pay for people on the subway? You tell me that, you know what I'm saying? A brother on the come up, why I got to pay for the ones who ain't trying to do it? Gentrification needs to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Give us a chance to own something for a change rather than keep putting us down like congestion pricing.
Right on, brother.
I'm on it. I'm on it, yeah. You know what I mean? So let's keep the neighborhoods black. Let's keep Bed-Stuy, Flatbush. Let's keep them the way they are. And I'm not racist by the chance.
My name is Sandy, and I'm kind of a little undecided right at this second of who I'm going to vote for. I know Mamdani's down for a lot of things. Some things probably can't be done, but I guess all mayors can't do everything. So he seems to be a forward chance. I know Adams is out of the race right now, so he's still on the ballot though. I mean, I don't think he was the worst mayor ever. He did do some things, and he did get some programs initiated, so that's not so bad. And Cuomo, nah, I'm good on Cuomo, not doing that. Curtis Sliwa, he has good heart though, I will say that. He's going in for, like, I guess, I would say participation, I don't want to say participation award, but you know, he gives it the old college try, so I ain't bad for that. So we'll see. I'm going to figure it out.
Peace, and abundance. My name is Chief Minister Omar Hardy. I am Chief of Community Interest Logistics, and I am one of the leaders of the district. And really, I'm nonpartisan, right? But I have solutions for both sides, right? And the thing is, a major issue that is plaguing our neighborhoods, plaguing our community, is the issue of deed theft, right? We got different people's invaders preying on our neighborhoods and communities, trying to steal our generational wealth, right? And I find it quite concerning that none of the candidates are really tapping into the issue of deed fraud and deed theft. Right? Myself, I've been dealing with this issue for well over 20 years. You know what I mean? And it's like all of these different political candidates are complacent. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we need, right? We need these candidates to speak to the issue. Speak to the issue that is plaguing our town, plaguing the neighborhood, deed theft. Why is everybody so scared to talk about the issue of deed theft? They never spoke about it. You know what I mean? We've de Blasio, Adams, they've never spoke to the issue. You know what I mean? It's like they started to speak on the issue, but I don't know if the pockets was greased. I don't know if they were threatened. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But we got our boots on the ground, and we in the process of correcting all injustices. Tap into our campaign, stopdeedtheft.org.
Hi, I'm Maxine Lavelle. I'm currently living in Canarsie, Little Bed-Stuy area. And who am I voting for? That's really a definitive question. Mayor Adams, definitely not. And I hate that because he was a very good opponent when I was working in the school system. Zahani, I'm sorry, I'm not saying his name right. I'm not too, I don't feel him. And was it Cuomo?
Yeah.
Cuomo kind of messy. And Sliwa, I think you got to keep doing it because nobody's really paying him no attention and taking him seriously still. I think he's going to be mayor one day, but I don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. Those are my thoughts and my opinions. I could be wrong. I don't know. I will see when I get to the ballot box.
Voting for Obama. I'm telling you that right now. We need him back. There's too much going on. We need peace everywhere. That part.
Hello, my name is Uma. I'm going to vote for Zoran. I'm going to vote for him because he's the best option we have. He's also a very qualified candidate that cares, I think, about people's lives and communities rather than capitalism and sort of just running people to the ground. I think New York needs people that create community and spaces for everyone, not just a few.
Thanks, Millard Burroughs, the altar for the ancient Rastafari herbs and natural ways. I'm not a person who ever voted in any country because I remain neutral for the fact that people ignore love. And the only way to define love is to demonstrate it through social living.
Rainbow Car Service. Mr. Printer, tell us more about the Royal Terrace.
This event space is very unique and classy.
There's no substitute for actually being on the ground and hearing from the residents of Little Caribbean themselves as to what this weekend represents. I mean, for small businesses, this is a weekend of one where they are contributing immensely to New York City's local economy. This is a weekend that people look forward to for the entire year. And to be able to hear from them as to both the possibilities of this moment, but also the struggles and what it will take for us to ensure that we're not only delivering safety, but also recognition of everything this community has been providing this city for so long. Who do I want to say what's up to? I got to say what's up to you, my man. You got the T-shirt on.
Housing issue in New York. What's your plan on changing it?
One of the most important needs is we have to have more affordable housing. Too many people can't afford to live in New York, and that's going to be a top priority. And I just wanted to say Happy Flag Day and celebrate with the Haitian people. They're a beautiful part of New York City, and I wanted to be here with them together.
I'm saying what's up to you, sir, and what's up, media. You know, I've heard this time and time again from Caribbean New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs, not just in the Little Caribbean. And it is reflective of a crisis that we're seeing across the 5 boroughs. Around 8.5 million people call this city home. Close to 2.5 million live in rent-stabilized apartments. The city determines whether those rents increase every single year. I have said that as the mayor of this city, I would freeze the rent for those rent-stabilized tenants for the entirety of my first term. And I would do so to ensure that we keep people in their homes. Now, I've also heard from homeowners, Caribbean New Yorkers who own their home and are feeling increasingly priced out of that. The current mayor has raised the water bill to the highest it's been in 13 years. He promised to take on the broken property tax system and yet defended it in court, losing time and time again. And furthermore, supported Con Edison when they wanted to increase gas and electric by $65 a month. These are all actions that are being taken that make it even more difficult to maintain that home ownership. The things that we would do running this city would be something that would ensure that our outcome is always keeping New Yorkers in their home, whether they are renting, whether they are buying.
Hey, what's up, New York? I'm Adi Walsh, and today we are here at the annual Unity March between police and community. And joining me here today is Curtis Sliwa, candidate for mayor. Why are you here today, Mr. Sliwa?
Because I'm Brooklyn strong. I'm from Canarsie, Brownsville, East New York. Before I went to the Bronx and became a night manager, Mickey Deason started the Guardian Angels. I was born and raised not only in Brooklyn. I went to a high school called Brooklyn Prep a few blocks over in Crown Heights, which is now Medgar Evers. So this area in particular, down to Church Avenue and down to Remsen, this is where I used to grow up, where I had friends, and where I saw crime and violence begin to skyrocket.
Now, Mr. Sliwa, why is it so important for the police and the local community to have such a great bond?
Because there's a prevailing attitude from some young men and some young women that snitches get stitches and end up in ditches. And I know that for a fact. I got shot 5 times on the orders of John Gotti Sr. to John Gotti Jr. and the Gambino crime family. And the reason they said they shot me is I'm a rat. And I said, you're damn right I'm a rat. I am the biggest rat eating all the Parmesan cheese. I'll drop dime on any criminal. So you see, I preach that, I do that with the Guardian Angels, But there are a lot of young people who have been brainwashed into thinking that snitches get stitches and end up in ditches. That helps perpetuate violent crime, because what's going to happen? They're going to go out and commit more violent crime, and then there's going to be retaliation and drive-by shootings. I've seen that. I'm 71 years old. I've seen it over and over again, and I want that to end.
What are your thoughts on the ICE deportations in the city and in general?
You mean ICE, right? Yes. Well, ICE has its role for the really bad hombres, drug dealers, sex traffickers, narco-terrorists, yes. But not when somebody's either going for a court appearance that they had to go to because they're following the rules or going to school or working. For instance, I'm the Republican candidate for mayor, so Republicans like capitalism. If you all of a sudden let ICE just snatch up everybody who doesn't have papers, you ain't going to be able to run a restaurant or a hotel, because they're filled with migrants who work hard. So you got to figure out a special status for them. Now, Eric Adams, he can't do that because he's the puppet of Donald Trump. Donald Trump says, hey, Eric, jump. Eric goes, Mr. President, how high? Because the president kept him from going to jail for political corruption. So when I'm mayor, even though I'm Republican, if Trump, the president, is wrong, I'm going to tell him, you can't be doing that. You got to create a special status for these men and women without which our restaurant and hospitality industry will suffer, our economy will suffer, and the entire city will suffer.
Who do you want to say what's up to, Mr. Sliwa?
Yo, what's up to all those guys and gals out there who've been guardian angels, thousands? Man, without you, we could not have established a legacy of public safety in 13 countries and 130 cities all over the world. I'm really grateful to all of them. What's up? And they live in all these neighborhoods. Because remember, they're mostly inner city residents. Nobody trusted them. Thought we were a gang up in the Bronx. And when we came into Brooklyn, and we proved them wrong. So what's up out there?
They on the blocking on the Brooklyn swing. They on the blocking on the Brooklyn swing. They on the blocking on the Brooklyn swing. We big up Queens, Bronx, Gallatin. Say Brooklyn are the place where me get my fame. Flatbush are the place where me start to reign.
Rainbow Car Service 718-498-4444. Mr. Printer, tell us more about the Royal Terrace.
This event space is very unique and classy. Wonderful elevator from basement all the way to the roof. We have a nice first floor, second floor. We are on Main Street, Utica Avenue, 1298 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn. And we are ready to go.